everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of my music interview series. And today I have with me a very special guest, Mayank sir. It's this episode is not special for me just because it's my first, but because Mayank sir has been a very important mentor for me since the past 2 years.
Equally lucky enough to have you as my student and so enlightened all the time in last 2 years in the school, right? So it's like I'm privileged to have.
The very first question that I want to ask you is how did your musical journey start? From what age and when did you know that this is something that you want to dedicate your life?
It started from like in my very early age. When I was, I guess 7, 8. My dad was learning, and and dad was practicing Indian classical, and we were sitting in like sleeping in the room, and it's a passive learning. He used to practice, and he used to listen while sleeping, and then when dad taught us basic harmonium. And then we started playing and cracking the tunes, and then dad said that after like a year or two, says now it's time to go and learn properly. So we have these 2 frames over there out. So Ganpata is my digital inventor. So he sent us. So me and Kumsar used to go by walking. Twice in a week. Yeah, that is very important because you see you have to struggle that time to learn something. It's not easy. We were not having even bicycle. Of course, we were very young and small. So me and Susa used to go by walking and learn there. But it was so religiously like we never missed, I guess so, single class for like I guess 3-4 years.
So when did you realize that you wanted to do this? Like when you felt music was something that really touched you. Was it a moment or was it a journey?
It's always a journey. Like we never pursued music to as a career, but gradually it became a part of our life and lifestyle, I should say. If you're not doing music, like you're doing study and sports, your day is not over. So it becomes so important. So we started doing every day for like 3-4 hours at least at that time. And then gradually it developed. And we grew up in such an environment that we were surrounded with such a people. Those who were inclined to music, our home environment was such. So we never broke it, like it was constantly growing within us. Yeah. And then, of course, to make it as a profession, it was very later call. After I got married, I was having a kid. We were into textile business, and then I realized that I'm not happy in that, and then I jumped over. I started teaching at my home, and then the whole thing down. And then I joined Fountain, and that was a major turn in my life.
So glad that you shifted from textile to music because generally you've helped so many people, so many young people, who are passionate about music. One thing that I've seen, being a musician myself, is that when you're learning an instrument, it requires a lot of patience. You have to be really dedicated to it long enough so that you are actually able to learn and master the instrument. So what do you think beginner musicians face a hurdle when they are learning an instrument? Like for example, guitar. And what do you think is one thing that keeps them going despite the challenges and keeps them going long enough so that they are one day able to master it?
So it's always, I should say that it's your hunger to never to leave what you want to do, right? Despite of like where you want to go, but you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to play some good music. So when we form a band in like 1990, 2000, I guess so, our purpose of forming a band is to play music which we like, to perform for the city, not what people were looking and they were wanting from us. So it's always from our side to play the music. हम लोग को ये बजाने का, लोग सुनेंगे धीरे धीरे, आएंगे हमारे पास. That was the core point. We never pursued that time as a commercially music, how much we're gonna earn, because that was a completely different time. No one was in the city of Surat like we'll play and we pay money for those kind of music, like playing Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Guns N' Roses, Beatles, because nobody knows. Like yeah. So, but because we wanted to play, that was the hunger of all bandmates. Yeah, which kept us alive.
So you've been a performer, right? You've been part of a band and you still perform in many events in a lot of places. So even I've been a performer and there are times when the crowd is sometimes not very focused on what you're playing, sometimes distracted. And I've seen how you are able to really catch the crowd and get their attention a lot of times. And something I've learned from you. So what is one strategy that you take when you want to catch people's attention while performing?
So recently, like I'm saying, in last 10 years, scene has changed. Like since we started playing commercial music, after playing 3, 4, 5 songs, maybe 15, 20 minutes, we always read the crowd, how they are responding to the music, and then we have like open settings. Okay, so that no, this is not working, change this one. Not working, change this one. And then you have to get them into groove with the band, right? That's how it works. Even yesterday, like we performed in City Plus, right? So you always read the crowd, because it's a mixed crowd. Now everyone is coming from different background and culture. They have a different taste. I cannot play Beatles over there, Yeah, those are like very specialized hits, like where you get a chance, where people are coming to listen to that particular thing. But when you play with commercial games, you have to be very much open, and then you should know a huge setlist in your head. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, you have to really read the crowd and then according to that. One more really great thing is like you and Sir both are brothers working together and it's a very unique thing. It's not you see everywhere. So what are some benefits of working together like as brothers in the music field, and are there sometimes challenges?
So like we both are two sides of the coin. He's there because of me and I am there because of him. Yes, but you always balance each other. Like because we have different qualities, but ultimately it's some music, right? So we we have an equal part on the both side. He's always there for me and I'm always there for him. Simple as that. You have seen us working in a school all this year, and as well as last 20 years we've been teaching them. Of course, I started teaching earlier, but since he joined, he grew up like so quickly. Yeah, because it was a missing factor, because he was not there as a keyboard player, teach music, right? And a good musician. But we still work like the same way. I don't need to think. It's like home for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the trust that you have with family and that really strengthens what you're already doing.
Always I'm telling you, whenever if you don't have a good team, you cannot grow. Yeah. In any field, So it's not about me and you right now. The whole team we have in the class right now, all are here from more than 15 years. More than 15 years. And we are not we're like a family. So much trusted. Everyone So that's why they're working from the heart. And they all have grown up here. When I asked them to join the class, it's a family. I say to them that you are not employee over here. You are the family. And we have to grow. And then it's possible because in the city of Surat, it's very difficult to have a good artist and dedicated people dedicate their life for music and be there consistently for teaching to give their heart and soul.
So, gradually, I will build this community of dedicated musicians in Surat. I have genuinely relate so much to that.
Same way. See, I keep on learning from you also.
Yeah.
Whenever I see you practicing in the piano room, practicing guitar, she's so much dedicated. Like I always go and ask you, so that. What's next? So what you gonna play? Like we've been to Bombay also, right? Yeah. So it's always, always you have to learn from each other, and which I've learned. I've been learning from kids also because they ask a lot of questions. Young kids are sitting out there right now. Yeah, you can see. Because they come up with a new song. But nowadays, see, I cannot learn every new song, but I can at least learn from them. Okay, tell me. I can teach them progression and how to go ahead, how to approach them. So that's what I'm doing right now. Whereas you have now social media and YouTube and everything is there, so you can go ahead with that. My job, my work is to keep you over there. Yeah, on that platform that where you can go and find.
Actually, I have given this to learn so much from each other and to build this bond together. It's so beautiful. So beautiful.
You know that, like, even the class is not working, student comes and practice here, right? Even you guys have come so many times. Where the class is not open, but you have to practice for some performance. So that is what I've understood. If you don't provide that space, that freedom to let them grow, there's no either way. Yeah. It should be like your home. Just open the door, go and relax and play. Same thing.
One last question for you. So, if you had like the power to change something in the music industry, right? So, what do you think? One thing that you would change that would really help uplift the industry and like bring that impactful change somewhere.
Right now it's already changing. It's not that. Everything is up to you. What I see that you have to teach such way that all the kids, all the students should find their own music and grow different way. I am basically my root is classical, right? But see, the kids are learning different music, right? If you see Nandish playing guitar, it's damn good rock and blues he plays, right? But I'm not that. I'm a different person. I've taught you. I've taught all these kids. I'm teaching all these kids, but they are coming with their own ideas. So it's not. I have not molded them to follow what I have followed. So it's about giving a space. If you give them proper space, they'll come up with their own ideas and use that the pay. So many of our students have been writing songs and whatnot, right? Because we have provided a platform, the freedom to express. And music is about expressing your inner sense. Yeah. Whatever your aggression, your frustration, your love, your care, everything what you have inside, all the emotion. That is music is to all bring it out that, right? So I do the same thing while I teach. Yeah.
I believe it takes a lot of courage and awareness to not let your beliefs not, that you have been taught a certain way and to still be open to others learning a different way. I feel it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, because that is what, when I started teaching, I understood the missing part in the city was this. I wanted to bring the music which is earlier people made the music very complicated and difficult, which I wanted to make it very easier and approachable. That was the bottom line I came of it. That should be fun. That's what I've learned from our mentors, Ganpat Kaka and Raju. Yeah, that's all.
Lovely. It was great talking to you. Thank you so much for taking out your time.
Thank you so much for being there.
This was just a glimpse of the immense musical knowledge that Mayank sir holds, and I feel he would be happy to share it with anybody who would like to connect with him.
Yeah. See, you are also equally very much knowledgeable and very good musician, which I appreciate always. And one thing in life, share whatever you have to the people and spread the music and make a community, build a community. That's why we changed the name, from Echoestics School of Music to Echoestics Music Commune. So we wanted to always have a community. That's the name. We all have to do it. Because, see, Surat is a hub of business. Yeah. Compared to Ahmedabad, Baroda, other cities,
Yeah.
people are more into making money and all. So when we started, the growth was very less. So I had to push people along. But now it's now parents are coming to us and ask, yes sir, इसको सीखना है, ये सीखना है, वो पहले कैसा था, पहले स्टूडेंट आते थे, like, sir, I want to learn, but my parents are not convinced. So I had to talk to parents. तो ये क्या करेंगे इसमें आके जाके? तो मैंने बोला कि हर एक चीज पैसे के लिए नहीं होती है. Right? Now it's a change. Completely, sir, इसको ये करना है. भले इस पे ये आगे जाएगा नहीं जाएगा चलेगा, but let him do. And that's a whole, and that has become after this COVID thing, everyone has opened their mind a lot, which we have opened from the childhood. Thanks to my parents and all the people we've met. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so much.